me right off, right off. Hello, I'm Jane Binnion and I've got a question for you. Do you worry that if you really showed who you are, that you would lose customers? Do you worry that if you let people know what you stand for and what's important to you, that some of your customers will leave? In my last video, I talked about being grey and moving on from being grey, moving on from fitting in and wearing the uniform and finding my own colours and being brave enough to express who I am. In my coaching session this week, my coach was talking to me in musical terms about the E string. And when you pluck the E string, it resonates and it sets off all the other E strings. And that fascinated me. I loved that idea. That issue of myself resonating, so my last film or any of my films resonating with you, is what's important to me. Some of you will watch and listen to me and not be interested, and some of you it will really speak to you, and that is what matters. When we buy things, it's emotional. When we talk about things on Twitter or Facebook, we talk about what we hate, what annoys us, or what we love, what really has hooked us. We rarely talk about things that have little impact on us. We rarely go, yeah, it was fine. There's kind of no point writing that at all, is there? So it's the same with our customers. We want to get an emotional response with our customers. And if that is that it pees them off, it pees them off. But at least we know now. They know not to work with me, and I know that that would never work out. And that is great, because what I don't want from my customers is, yeah, it was okay. That isn't the emotional response or non-response that we want from our customers. Ideally, we want, that was great, that really worked for me, Jane really understood me, I really know what's going on with her, I like her, I trust her. Because that is the other issue around sales, isn't it? We know that people buy from people that they know, like and trust. But if we're not able to be honest about who we are, how can people know, like and trust us? If we pretend we're something to fit in, then they might think they know us, and therefore they might think they like us, but then when they find out who we really are, we will have lost their trust. People want to know who you are and what you stand for, what you're about. During the recession, interestingly, the fair trade movement has really grown because it's been important to people what they spend their money on. Just think for a minute about British politics. And I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry to ask you to do that and ruin your day. But one of the things that really annoys people about British politics is it's quite hard now to tell the difference between the sides. They all kind of merge in the middle somewhere, and it's hard to tell where one starts and one ends. It used to be that the main parties were red and blue, and now they just all kind of merged into a bit of a nasty brown colour. And we can't tell what's what, because to them what's important is winning votes, and they think that they do that by not committing to anything, whereas as voters we want to know where they stand so that we know who to vote for. I think the last election was a real good learning point for a lot of people People thought they were voting for one thing, and it turned out it was something completely different, because given the opportunity of power, people were just willing to sell all their principles. And that frustrates people a lot. People want to know, where do you stand? What are you about? And when they know that, then they can make a decision. They can decide, no, I don't like that, and they just don't bother coming along to you. Or they can decide, that's great for me and I'm going to spend my money there, or give you my time. So are you finding yourself working with customers that you don't want to work with? If so, what is it that you need to do in your marketing material, in your blogs, on your website? What is it that you need to say to let people know who it is that you want to work with, and therefore who it is that you don't want to work with? If what I've said today resonates with you, I'd love to hear it. I'd love to hear what it's brought up for you. Has it scared you? Has it annoyed you? Please feel free to leave a message in the box below. I'd love to see what you have to say. Or here's my email address. Drop me an email. Get in touch. If what I've said today has made you want to do something differently, I'd really love to hear it. Please get in touch. Okay, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.